Hey y'all, it's your girl Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. Once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining my channel. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss a beat, okay? Now, if you are returning, welcome in, welcome back. You know how we do, all those good things. I hope last week and your holiday, your Christmas was phenomenal and you had a wonderful time with your loved ones and you got lots of quality time in, because that is most important. Okay. Now, this week we have a major thing happening. We are one of well, basically not one of, but the biggest planet in our solar system is moving from one sign to the next. So we're definitely going to be feeling it. And so that's what the majority of this week's forecast is going to be about. But before we dive into that, let me get these announcements out of the way. The Celestial City membership is still open. And as we are nearing the end of 2021, it is highly beneficial for you to join the membership so you can get insight to all of the things that are happening for 2022, as well as the continuation of the readings that will happen for your year ahead, your month ahead that the memberships receive, and all the other beautiful services that's in that membership, okay? So it goes for a small fee of $33.33 per month, and you get all of those perks and whatnot. But if you have more or you want more information, hit that description box and get the link and sign up. There are many different, ways you can sign up. We have, all those different things. But yeah, anywho, description box, get that information. Also, another announcement is that I have opened the House of Chiron's readings. So if you are looking for an astrology reading to get more insight, whether it's your birthday, it's Capricorn season. So if you Capricorns need to get a solar return reading to know exactly what this year ahead is going to be for you, go ahead and do that. The description box is below for that as well. We have 3 different astrology services available. We have natal, solar, and lunar return readings that are available. And we have 2 astrologers. One is myself and the other is 7D. And so you can hit up me or 7D and schedule with us either way. Okay, so anywho, let's get on into this forecast. So this is the very last week of December. And also this wraps up the last week of 2021. So yeah, goodbye 2021. This is pretty huge because this year has not been one of the easiest ones at all, I must say. We are embarking on a new paradigm. We are embarking on a new timeline. In 2022, things are just going to be completely different, as they have been for the last year and a half or so. Okay. So yeah, anywho, we are going to cover the energy for December 26th all the way through January 1st of 2022. And starting off, we have Mercury, which is in Capricorn, and it's going to be making a sextile to Neptune, which is in Pisces. And this happens on December 26th. So it's the day after Christmas. So take it easy, right? These 2 planets, Mercury and Neptune, are going to really increase our need to relax and have casual conversations with our loved ones. So it's really perfect for the holiday season and whatnot. It's a really wonderful time to unwind by diving in, spirituality, art, music, dance, or other creative endeavors. That's ruled by Neptune, which is creativity, and Mercury gives us the ability to work with our hands. So creating something with your hands, like pottery, painting, things like that. We will also have the healing energy to soothe others through loving conversations, or even through, healing meditation. This is a wonderful time to get, a massage, go to see a massage therapist even. Okay, now pay attention to your dreams on this day. Neptune rules the dream world, and Mercury rules our mental capacity. So pay attention to your dreams, and it's also the messenger. That's what Mercury is. So you might receive a message from the great divine to assist with some guidance to embark into 2022. Also, a wonderful time to journal or do some creative writing during this time is really favored. So it's a really chill and relaxed day after the heavy energy that we are experiencing. We still under the energy of that Saturn Uranus square. So This is going to be kind of beneficial for us. All right. Now, before I dive into the Jupiter into Pisces energy, because that's going to take up most of the time, just talk about the rest of the week. So towards the end, after Jupiter moves into Pisces, we have Mercury making a conjunction with Venus, which is retrograde at 24 degrees in Capricorn. This happens on December 29th. So this is going to be affecting our communication. So our communication will be easily expressed to others. Venus is encountering Mercury to soften our tones and our perceptions, allowing us to respond from a softer space. The energy here is really favorable for artistic expression as well. So we might flourish through creative writing, using our hands to make beautiful pieces of art, whether it's through painting, pottery, or other crafts. Music and dance are other forms of expression that can assist us in understanding our feelings or our thoughts on this time, during this time. So on another note, Venus rules money. So there might be a chance where you receive some type of correspondence or information about your financial matters, okay? And so also on this day, we have Mars that is going to be, it's in Sagittarius and is making the sextile to Saturn, which is in Aquarius. This happens also on December 29th. And so the sextile between Saturn and Mars is bringing favorable energy to get things done. Okay, so there's like a high chance that progress will be made if we are focusing on long-term projects, especially so we can focus intently on these tasks. The combination of these two planets really provide endurance, so we can see things through to completion, like making sure it gets done. Now, Saturn also forces us to slow down and pay attention to the details. And so this develops discipline and appreciation for our craft, okay? So it's important that we remain patient with whatever the outcome may be and whatever we are pursuing at this time. Okay, now, before we get into, Jupiter, we have one more thing to discuss, which is Mercury making a conjunction to Pluto at 25 degrees in Capricorn. This happens on December 30th. So if there has been a troubling situation or a topic that's plaguing you, on this day, Mercury and Pluto is going to assist us in getting to the root of the issue. This aspect allows us to really dive deep into the darkness to uncover what is hidden in order to find a solution. So research, studying, these are highly favorable things to do on this day. Like if you're in school and you need to study for a test or whatever, this is a great day to do that. Also, if you're obtaining a certification or something, it's a perfect day to really understand this trade or this skill that you are obtaining or trying to go after on a deeper level. And then on the other hand, today is also going to assist us in building self-awareness and understanding those psychological patterns that we have on a more profound level. Okay, now, that wraps up the rest of the week. Now let's talk about Jupiter and Pisces. So this happens on December 28th, and Jupiter is going to be in Pisces all the way through to May 10th of 2022. Now this is the largest planet in our solar system, and it is leaving the innovative sign of Aquarius and entering into the sign of spirituality and compassion. So while Jupiter has transited through Aquarius, it has been, deep, in conversations with Saturn. I'm going to say that because remember we had that great conjunction that happened Winter Solstice last year of 2020. So it's been in this deep conversation as both Saturn and Jupiter have been in Aquarius. And it's all about, innovation. It's the connection between these two planets that's really shaping our realities over the next 20 years. So it's about community. It's about innovation. It's about doing things differently, getting a different perspective, being disciplined, shifting and expanding the structures that we have, right? So Jupiter briefly entered into Pisces back in May, all the way from May of this year to July of this year. So May to July of 2021. Now that gave us a glimpse into what was to come, right? And the last time that we had a transit of Jupiter in Pisces was back in 2010. So think back to what occurred during that time and what changes came shortly after that. So you should recognize some type of progression from then to now with similar themes that occurred over a decade ago. Okay, so now Jupiter enjoys being in Pisces, and that's because in traditional astrology, Jupiter is the ruler of Pisces, and that happened before Neptune was discovered. So Pisces is all things of the ancients, okay, whereas Jupiter is the philosopher, the teacher. And so we can expect to have ancient knowledge and wisdom to come back from the past in order to assist us in this new journey ahead, right? Like I said before, with Jupiter making that great conjunction to Saturn last year, 2020, this is shaping the next 20 years of our lives. And so this is going to be bringing back that ancient wisdom and that guidance that we have obtained, whether it's from, connecting with our ancestors, ancient philosophers, astrologers, metaphysicians of the past. This is going to help build this new world and this new reality that we are embarking on, okay? So we can expect that ancient knowledge and wisdom to come back in many different ways. So our psychic awareness is going to be increased. It's making us more in tune with the world around us and the world within us. So during this transit, we can expect to see a couple of things. There's possibly going to be some new spiritual movements coming up, new philosophies coming out, an increase of creative pursuits. You might see some disruption or some expansion when it comes to like cinema, like the theater arts, even, movies and that industry, actors and whatnot, because that's Pisces energy. Also, there might be an increase in interest in like spirituality and alternative healing. There's also a possibility where like those dogmatic things, like, maybe even some type of like religious, or you might see really big energies of like religion versus spirituality come out, that kind of thing. Also, there's going to be an increased interest on mental health research as well. So this is really big. This is huge. I'm passionate about mental health. So this is going to be great time for that. Jupiter is going to be making like a couple of aspects in 2022, one of which is when it makes a conjunction to Neptune. So this is going to be really impactful. And we'll talk about that in my 2022 forecast that is to come over the holiday season. So just keep a lookout for that. But anywho, we can expect optimistic vibes and fortunate experiences. We can expect more compassion and themes of equality to surface all around us during this time that we are experiencing Jupiter in Pisces. Now, also, you can expect to be blessed in your chart, depending on where Pisces is in your chart. Jupiter comes through and blesses you, during that time as well. So wherever Pisces is in your chart, I encourage you to look in that. If not, go ahead and hit us up and get a reading, okay? So you can kind of know what's going on for you in 2022. All right, so that is all that I have for this week's energy. Goodbye, 2021. I wish you all a wonderful start to your 2022. And I hope your holiday season and your new year is wonderful and filled with blessings and all those beautiful things. And I look forward to talking to you all soon. Have a good one. Bye.